Hello everybody, welcome back to the second part here of the Keep on the Borderlands episode 4, a Torchbearer extravaganza. We are in the middle of the Caves of Chaos. We just got through a door, which I know doesn't sound important, but that's what I love about this game, is that these tiny things that we'll gloss over in other games become life and death struggles in Torchbearer. So let's, without any further ado, let's get ready to do this. So yeah, behind this door, and seeing where this taut line goes, you see that you were able to prevent triggering a twofold trap. One of it was an alarm, and the other part was a sort of like really crudely made sort of like slingshot javelin type thing, aimed at this door.
Wow!
Nice.
By its craftsmanship, you can see that it was definitely done by a goblin. But yeah,
Gorgeous,
or I'm
right?
sorry,
Is that what
more
you're
than one
saying?
goblin, but goblin kind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain there's bite marks in the wood that was used. Right. It's not necessarily the best, but yeah, there are no signs of any goblins in this room, but you can see that this place used to be used. In fact, it looks like this place, looking around, it was kind of cannibalized for reinforcing this door and sort of these traps, but there was a table and so there was some chairs. It seemed to be almost like a watch area or like a living room and you can kind of tell by the order and things. It was like hobgoblin. No, wait, it was goblin. No, wait, it was hobgoblin. Like, this has been territory that has gone back and forth. It's been essentially what I'm trying to say is that this is the living room of the Alsace-Lorraine territories for goblins and hobgoblins.
This is the demilitarized zone.
Yeah.
Right. I'm surprised the hobgoblins didn't have a trap on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bryn shakes her head and is disappointed at the poor craftsmanship, but is happy that it's not impaling her. So, yay for that.
Can we safely just yank that javelin out and hand it to one of the guards?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Then that's what I'm do.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. You just pull the javelin out. Now there's just a really taut band, right?
Yeah.
Nothing in it.
Right. We get Oog here, set it off, and have it just slap him.
Just to get him up on inside the.
It's not a bad idea, actually. We could try to re-rig it, get him to chase us down here. It's already mostly set.
I'm not convinced anything that these goblins
Yeah.
built would be enough to take down Oog.
Yeah, getting hit with one more javelin doesn't seem like that big a difference. Though I am glad that we armed the man-at-arms again, because I hadn't realized calling him a man-at-arms when he has no weapons is kind of like rubbing it in his face. Like,
Right.
I
You're
feel
a
a little
man
better now that he's a man-at-arms
there.
again.
All right. So is there anything, does there appear to be anything of value that's left here, or has it all been destroyed in the back and forths?
There's definitely kind of leftover scraps around this room. There's some half-broken pots. I pulled over or spilled over a cauldron of some kind of maybe like a campsite or something was set up here.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you want to take your time and look around?
Nah.
There's nothing of immediate value that you can see.
No.
I
I mean,
don't think it's worth.
what's that?
I don't think it's worth taking the time to.
No.
No.
We need to
I will now that we've all gotten through, pull the spikes I can out of the door.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, sure.
See how many I can get.
Off that single hidden pane of door. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You
Looks
are.
like
you
I get them
are-
all.
If anything, you are craft stores through and through.
Taking them all back. All right.
Somehow you have more spikes than when you
somehow.
started.
There was
They
3 spikes
multiplied.
in this
I mean,
door.
I'm sure I found some good ones in the door when I was disassembling it.
From previous adventures.
Yeah.
Right,
Yep, take my iron spell.
Right. So, exiting this room, or at least maybe peering down the hallway from this room, you see that there is an open door leading down another hallway. Keeps going straight, and then it looks like it seems to go down some stairs, and then it kind of looks like all you see is the edge of where the staircase would go, because obviously the staircase changes directions again, and goes, I guess, once again to the left. But you can definitely see from sort of like the very, very base of where their stairs are, you see the flickerings of like light, and you don't see any like shadows and stuff, but you can kind of hear in the rank cold air here chattering of goblins, multiple goblins, and they obviously have some sort of like fire or some like light, torchlighty stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, friends, this seems like our choice to move forward. There are,
Well,
right?
There's quite a lot of us. We can make quite a ruckus a bit, make a big noise, send out the orc, try to scare some of them off.
Bug roll is not bait, Cadence.
But the merchant, Jerry.
Bugroll.
No.
What's funny is that Bugroll probably says the same thing to you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say they're not bait. It's like you could send out the elf.
Last time we tried to sneak around in the dark, that ended poor. It didn't work out well for us. Since they already have light, I don't think the lantern's going to give us away as much as it would if it was pitch black in here. I say we go carefully out there and see if we can fear what they're saying. Oh yeah, thanks, John. If I listen, can I hear what they're talking about? Do I hear goblins talking? You said we no.
They're laughing, and that like you catch like the end of a joke, being like, and so then I said that these prisoners are harmless.
We're not harmless. We're unworthy meat.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
So yeah, that's
we need to like throw something down the stairs at him, catch him off guard.
I think we
Yeah.
could. I mean, they're definitely not expecting us now. I think
No.
if we want to catch them off guard, we could run down there and.
How?
What do we want from them? Actually, is the thing. Do we want to kill these goblins? Do we want to convince them to tell us where Oog is? Before we go chasing down there, we should decide what
Alright.
our goal here is. Do we want to just scare them off so we can keep exploring the dungeon? Because if we scare them off, I'm sure they'll call reinforcements.
Let me ask you a question, Bryn. Are goblin voices very distinct? Is it easy to tell distinguishing voices?
I think not. I think usually goblins kind of have a high, screechy voice. And Bryn is probably finding that her familiarity from speaking with Uzia like isn't quite as helpful as she'd like it to be in terms of knowing. If there was one with a particularly deeper voice, that would stand out.
Right.
But most of them, I think, sound a lot the same.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Yep. Then you don't know that you met these goblins before.
Yeah. Well, I do because I heard the joke they just said, so I know it from context.
They know.
Or at least I think I do from like from
we
what-
don't know their number.
No.
Okay.
Right. But I think maybe if you guys are spending more time listening,
Yeah.
I think probably another goblin like pipes up and says, "I can't believe they made you run away though, but they're so stupid with their stupid laws and rules." Ow! Why you hit me? Ow! I'll get you! And they start fighting each other.
Nice.
Hear,
I say,
right?
oh,
Not
this
to
is
the
the
death or anything, but they're just fighting.
this is the patrol that we scared off outside.
Right.
This is the
Yeah, you realize that it's the patrol, and they just heard the story about Oog
Yeah.
and them, and
they're all
selling
laughing.
you off to, yeah.
Oh,
Right.
jeez.
I think we're bigger than them. We have the drop on them. We can try and capture them.
Alright.
And we can try and we can box them all into this room if we want to.
We just keep pushing them towards. No, we don't want to push them towards the hobgoblins because the hobgoblins will just grind through them and then come get us, right?
I frankly, I don't have frankly, I'm not ready to claim allegiance to either side here. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I think we can box them into this room, prop some stuff up against it so that they can't send off alarms.
How intact is that door? You fixed the door, or did you take it off?
The door is super disassembled, but I think there's enough table and whatnot that we could try and pound them in. Eric, I want to remove the rope I want to disassemble I assume it's now that we've gotten through the door, it's not hard to cut the rope, or if the rope is if the tension is what's keeping the alarm from going off, then I want to tie it off on something else. If it's just that pulling the door open would pull on the alarm, then I want to just cut the rope so that nothing can set off the alarm. I just don't want them to be able to get in here and just pull the rope and go, there we go, we summoned all our buddies.
Right.
Yeah, so it's tied up to... Okay, so the goblins aren't necessarily the most clever of trap makers, right?
Yeah.
But they did learn a thing or two about their battles with kobolds. So you see that one of the alarm system is essentially a trapped large rat that, should you have broken that, a rock is going to increasingly press on this rat, making it scream.
Oh, scream, yeah.
So we could just kill the rat and no more alarm.
Yeah,
or set it free.
Quietly.
Yeah,
Or free it. Oh, that's much nicer. Linus immediately goes to the really dark,
well,
we can just desecrate.
it's already broke.
We can just defecate everywhere again.
That's our classic move, right? Our calling card.
So, yeah, there's a rat. It's you can tell already by the way the rock is already on it that its back legs are broken. And it's, what do you want to do? I mean, it's alarm. It's a goblin alarm.
Right.
I kind of vote put it out of its misery at this point.
All right.
Yeah, it's just a rat.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you do it. Who does it?
Yep.
I would like to administer last rites.
Linus probably does it.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
I don't.
What
I
is
mean,
last?
of all the problems we have, I don't want a dead rat haunting us.
Yeah. What entails a? Can I ask what entails last rites here?
So right, I guess
Touching the rat, right?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, probably. I'm probably drawing from a rural tradition with domestic animals or farm animals, that kind of thing. Because my backstory is that I left the big, expensive, aristocratic church to try and learn from the people. So I'm kind of doing something along those lines, some sort of perversion of a more.
Okay.
If it's of the people, it seems like it would be a really simple thing of
yeah.
When you put your horse down, you're like, he was a good horse, right? It doesn't seem to me like it would be.
It's just the straight up sign of law.
Sure.
Right, the up arrow, and then you just take it out, right?
Sign of law on its head, chaos on its ass. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay.
Just get it both ways going.
Yeah, no problem. Get that rat both ways. That's Basil's model. Yeah, done.
Cover all your godly grounds.
You kill it. I assume you just break its neck, right? You just go. Right.
I think Linus said he wanted to finish off.
Yeah, no,
He's
I've got a dagger. I think
okay.
Try to make it quick and easy with a.
Yeah, we don't have to get super into the. No, it's okay.
I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. Me as a DM needs to know whether or not a vector of infection is possible here.
Right. I definitely touched.
But yeah, that's fine. That's just a good twist for later. So you're good.
Yeah.
You're good for now. Right? Yeah.
All right. Okay. So no alarm system. Oh, God.
I guess you could say we killed the alarm.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
I feel bad about that one already.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Training, what if the rat was unaffiliated? There are no innocent bystanders in this conflict.
Yeah.
I put the sign of the unaffiliated on its
belly.
Yeah.
It's the shrug emoji.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So what's the plan? Y'all?
I think it's like an entrapment attack, right?
The
Yeah.
Them and like
Capture.
trap.
Yeah, I think we want to box them. We want to, run down those stairs, surround them with people with weapons, and box them back into the space. And then I want to sort of prepare for it by having like enough of the table that was used for part of this door and enough of the pieces of the door that are ready, so that we can like board them up, even if it's makeshift.
So we really want to swap rooms with them and trap them in here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go down there, and I mean that's why it's gonna be difficult to capture them. But
Yeah, it's
like,
basically a capture conflict, it sounds like.
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's move into that. So you want to do a capture conflict, but before we jump over and do that, yeah, I think you definitely there's definitely a sign of the orc looking at that trap, going like, huh, never thought of that. And, all right, for sure. Okay, let's do it.
Cool. Who wants to be our conflict captain?
What are the roles on that one?
Conflict with a capture is the role is fighter or hunter, and the ad is will. I have 2 fighter and 5 will.
Yeah, so Basil, you should be our leader, unless we want to describe someone else's.
No, I'm pretty happy with Basil as the leader.
Me too.
All right. So who's helping?
I'm helping.
We're doing fighter here. Tell me what you're doing. How you helping me? Make it good, kid.
Normally it's with like a like skill, which I don't really have. I have will.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
I think you're gonna have to help with a wise or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I am not the most useful here. Okay.
Well, Linus, if you want to lead it, your will is really strong, and we can.
My
all
will
help
is really
you.
strong, but I have no skill.
That's okay. Fighter's based on health, and we can all help you. Since you're, it seems like Basil will be the. I don't know.
So wait. Basil was 5 and 2, I think.
Yep.
5 will. I mean, we're only getting 1 more will with me, and we're getting 0 skills. So like,
it's a
I'm
trade-off.
up for gambling.
It's not 0 skill though, because it's half your health, and everybody can help you.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're losing 1 dice. We get 1 more for sure. Actually, no. I guess Linus could lead it.
Yeah.
if you
Also,
want.
I just kind of want to see Linus get a chance to have a.
Oh, and actually, I totally want to roll that I can spend a bunch of fate on.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, sure. Actually, Linus will take the lead. He's really excited that everybody kind of like. I mean, I know that leadership is more out of the game, but like, or more meta game. But like, I think everybody kind of looks at him for what to do, and he's like super happy that people are treating him like a useful person.
All you had to do was kill a rat.
All I had to do was kill a rat.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't come back to be a problem at all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I can do this. Okay. So disposition.
Yeah.
Are any of us? None of us are hungry and thirsty, right?
I am. Wait, not hungry and thirsty. I am exhausted.
Yep. That's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
we're
I
all
think everybody except me is exhausted.
So that's all the better reason for you to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our exhausted doesn't affect your dispo. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so I get 1 dice, and then help. How can people help our disposition?
I'm gonna help with my bandit wise. Because this is the kind of thing that bandits do all the time. Round
Lay
up
ambush
people.
on people. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna help with fighter. I'm gonna come out there with my crossbow, like cocked and ready to like, nobody wants to move too fast when a crossbow is pointed at them.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah.
move too slow.
Yeah, so Joanny brings up the point that party has a condition that applies to the disposition roll, but if you're injured, does that mean that if you're exhausted, does that exhaustion count towards the disposition roll then?
No, because it's only the person who's rolling it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought so too.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
what I'm-
page on this, but my book's back.
Yeah,
on the
hungry and
shelf there.
thirsty is the one that it doesn't matter who has it. It's hungry and thirsty is special. If I was sick, injured, and all that stuff, Linus wouldn't get penalties on his die roll because of
4, 5, 6.
And I'm gonna help with fighter. I'm gonna like really get in there and start roughing these guys up. Like if any of them are lagging behind, like I, like hit them on the back of the head with the butt of my blade and stuff.
So a capture conflict isn't preset by the book, so I just did my disposition and I rolled 6 successes on 7 dice. So sorry.
Gosh.
So what's their dispo then? What's their
I'm
base?
counting it out. It's at 9.
Oy. Yeah.
Oof.
Okay. All right.
Can we get some help from our men
There's
at
5. I mean,
arms?
there's you're capturing 5 goblins. Yeah. Oh, of course the men at arms are helping, right? But that probably counts up as total as 1 help, right?
Yeah. That was the deal we made, right?
Mario
Is that they
and
count as, like-
Zoran for sure are going to help with fighter or a hunter if you need it. They have both, right? They're
Cool.
and oh yeah, I mean the work's gonna help too, right?
Oh, nice. Does he count for another dice?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Right? They're different than the
So
Yeah.
what's your health?
My health is 2.
Cool. So so you add all the helping on that and then have.
Yep.
So
Yep. So I have 1 dice and then 6 dice of help. And then my will is 6. So actually, we're not in the worst. Like, our disposition may not end up being too bad.
right, you have to have the helping dice too, though.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you get to keep persona and supplies and trait, but
Yep.
help is
Yep. So yeah, we are kind of not in the best situation. Okay, let's see.
Oof.
2 successes.
Yes.
And no
that puts
6s. I can't open end anything.
That puts us at 8. We're only 1 behind.
Yeah, 8 disposition is not the worst.
Yeah. We have higher order of might than they do, and this is and that applies to capture conflicts. So
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Technically,
so what's
in
the
this
total?
conflict, 8 is the worst. Just mathematically speaking.
It's
you're,
8,
you're right.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 1 short.
Why is 8 the worst?
Oh, because they have 9, right?
Oh yes,
All right.
The worst of these 2.
So the
yeah,
goal.
Yeah.
but it was not the worst result.
It's
roll.
not as bad as it could be. Is what I was,
I was being a
Sage,
big.
Sage, as conflict
Yeah.
captain, how would you like to distribute the disposition, or should between characters, or do you want to do that after we set up order? And
I mean,
stuff?
we have 8. I don't get a choice.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. My bad.
yeah.
Everyone has to do it evenly.
Cool.
Sorry, I got done counting odd numbers for 5 people. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
right. 9 divided by 5 is a lot.
So just because I'm curious about this kind of stuff, and I like our examples of play to be accurate, I did just double check. If you're exhausted and you roll for the disposition, you suffer a -1 success penalty. I
Right.
have no conditions at all, so we are good.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay. Our goals are there. So the goblins want to capture you without injury, and you want to capture the goblins, probably without injury. So we have the same goal.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
mean,
better.
I think I would amend that and say I want to capture the guards without them being able to alert anybody. Without them
Actually,
being able
yeah,
Without notice.
without them being able to call out or scream or set off some other alarm they have.
Because actually,
you know.
I don't care that much about them being injured in the process. Like they can get banged up for all I care.
I think-
No, it's
I
without
think the
injury to them.
injuries-
Yeah. They don't care about
Personally.
it.
They don't care.
Okay. I thought that
There's no
their
Geneva
goal was to-
Convention here, Sage.
I thought they were seriously like, we want to take them captive without any undue harm coming to. No, I got it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are very tender
you're-
goblins.
Yeah.
No, you're enemy combatants.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that makes a lot
Not
more sense. I was like,
criminals.
man, these goblins are like really
Yeah.
fine. And
Yeah.
It's all part of the chaos.
But I think if we're taking consequences, I'd much rather take the consequence of somebody getting hurt than them bringing a bunch of their buddies.
All right, so I'm gonna get ready to throw down my cards here, but also note that I've done the thing that I said I was going to do. I've changed the direction of facing of the cards, so we're gonna do number one is left, the farthest left, and we're gonna read off symmetrically from the middle out. So that might be a little confusing the first time we do it, but I wanted to bring that up so we can all keep in mind on that.
Our number one is
the closest to the middle line.
Farthest right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alter left.
3.
Yeah. So
it's a callback.
The first one we open is going to be the one that's above Cadence. The second one we open is going to be the one that's above Bryn, and the third one we open is the one that's above Basil.
Yep.
Just so there's no.
And I stand at the back and tell everybody what to do.
All right.
I like this plan.
Sage, you not get away with just putting that joke in chat, the Lake Geneva Conventions.
Oh, yeah.
That's very good.
Oh, my God.
That's very good. All right, so sorry, not dilly-dallying. Let's get ready to set down our stuff. Oh, declare weapons in the conflict.
I got my shield.
I'm using my dagger because that's about all I got.
Use my crossbow.
First one has a bow, and the other ones have spears.
We're gonna get a bow. I mean,
or we're gonna get shot with a bow.
Yeah.
You know, one way or the other.
One end of the bow, we'll get it.
Something is really good at disarming bows. I think it's daggers.
Man, again, I should go grab my book off the shelf because I reference this stuff all the time.
Yeah, it's a dagger.
Okay, awesome. Well, in that case, we may be.
successful.
We shouldn't talk until he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he's set.
My cards are set. The 3 of them face down, set.
Cool.
So yeah, daggers are good at disarming, and generally I'm good at maneuvering. Though I should double check what that is in this conflict.
Yes. What's a maneuver in the capture conflict? Good question.
I would imagine it's very similar fictionally to any other
fight.
It's probably
capture conflict.
Yeah.
Maneuver. Fighter. Ooh, I am actually. Oh, I'm no good at any of these guys.
Makes sense. Getting into tactical position.
Yeah.
So you.
It's
have
okay.
To
We
fight.
can.
I can do it.
We just established that we can get up to 4 dice.
Yes.
Because when making fighter checks with everybody helping.
Yeah.
So
okay. Tactics wise, we've done pretty good in the past with opening with maneuver to try to set something up. The question is, who do we have who would be good at maneuvering?
Yeah, I'd like to do like
with fighter
maneuver. I feel like we should be aggressive because they have a higher dispo than us and try and knock it down. Also, we have some armor, so we can absorb a little bit. We might be able to ablate a little bit of the. It's I would say maneuver attack or maneuver attack maneuver.
I tend to like maneuver attack like that. That works for me.
Yeah, or attack maneuver attack. But I would definitely
I mean, I think the upside to opening with a maneuver, if we're willing to be a little risky and have Linus do it, there's the potential of the big disarm. Like if we open with that,
I can do it too because I have a dagger.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
And do you have fighter?
Yeah, 3.
Oh. Yeah,
So
let's open with cadence because then if we succeed there, we get a free disarm on that bow.
Yep.
Which is
pretty
huge.
sweet.
I say we open with maneuver with cadence being the one to do it.
Yeah.
What do folks think?
Well, also, I'm going to bet the one with the bow is going to attack because he knows attacks are versus. So if we do maneuver, that puts us in just as good a place as if we did it. Like, it's better for us to maneuver
than to attack.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, in so much as it's going to be a versus either way.
Yeah.
And so we might as well get out of that versus a disarming of that bow if we can. So yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like starting with maneuver.
All right.
Okay. Sold? Okay.
Yeah. And then do we just want to keep how the order is right there and do attacks?
Yeah.
I like that.
I first. Yeah.
I agree with the idea that we need to be pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Right. So now it's a question of player order now. Who's taking the second action in the volley?
What's the skill for
Attack.
Is it fighter? I assume.
It
Fighter,
is
yeah.
fighter. So yeah, we need a lot of fighter.
Is
So
everything
Hunter
fighter
is
in this
used for-
conflict then?
What's that?
What's defend? So typically defend,
Defend and
maneuver,
feint or
para?
hunter.
Oh, defend and feint or hunter. Okay, interesting.
Is it defend or maneuver?
Typically defend and maneuver pair, and that's
Yeah,
what
but I
was-
think
not for capture.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. It's defend and feint.
Yeah.
that's
So
what
let's not. I don't think any of us have hunter, right?
No.
I mean, I guess we could defend or feint as a beginner's luck, but
I do have a
Okay,
+2 to defend with the shield, though. So if we do want to do it, I can.
yeah.
I mean, I think that we were already leaning towards maneuver, attack, and that actually lines up with the skills we actually have. And then if we get into the second round, we have to figure out what to do with Linus. But like that's a problem for next
Let's
round.
cross.
us.
Yeah, let's cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah.
for sure. All right.
And I don't see a big difference between Bryn Basil or Basil Bryn for the ordering. So I would almost just go with the order they are on the screen, unless somebody can come up with a reason why not.
Yeah, not that I can think of.
No, that works for me.
All right
Cool.
then. All right, Captain, are you okay with the cards laid down, ready to flip?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right, there's an extra card over here, so I'm gonna delete it. Now let's
Oh,
flip.
sorry, I probably
No
didn't
problem.
know what I was doing.
No problem. Remember, flip all of them, and then we'll kind of get a picture of what's going on.
Ooh, that feint.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Am I doing the flipping on my? Yeah, okay, I can flip.
Dang. All right. Cool. Yeah. So I think we're kind of have very similar ideas. Only at the end they were going for some tricksy plays instead of
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
am
that makes
di-
sense.
I'm like, wiggling my way around this mass of goblins.
In other
I think we,
words,
like-
our maneuvers are sorry. I just realized our maneuver attacks, like our initial volley of maneuvers is just our engagement roll.
I think our maneuver maneuver
Totally.
is basically us getting them to the opposite side of the room so we can push them in.
Yeah, and they're trying to do the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And interestingly, they're independent, so like we could actually both come out of it with like, oh yeah, we totally got them over where we wanted them. Oh shit, we're in the wrong spot now.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Oh, that's right. So then you do end up disarming then automatically. It's as long as you get one success.
As long as you succeed, yeah.
Oh, that actually works
assume-
out fine for us.
I need to ask.
Wait.
I forgot to ask this at the start. I'm very sorry. Did you drop your packs or not?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Because we're gonna run down. I mean, the fiction is a little important here because we're
Yeah.
gonna run down those steps to try and roll them in, and that's where That's where Bryn wants to drop her pack. Yeah.
But we're
Yeah.
trying to corner them in the room where we'll be dropping our pack.
No,
right?
that's my point.
No, no,
They're
no,
out.
we'll run
we're
out
trying to
of the
swap
room we're in.
rooms. They don't know where we are, so we run into the room they are and drop our packs.
Oh,
At
okay,
least,
I
at
see.
least that's
Yeah.
what I would like to do.
Okay.
I think that makes
so,
sense.
So we're not
Yeah,
going to be.
that's part of this
Okay.
maneuver, basically, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of
Right.
type thing. Okay, yeah. So I dance around to the side of these things and get us into a better position.
Right. I
Like
may.
help
Yeah.
dice from fighters here.
Yeah. Thinking about it again, if I could have done it differently, I may have asked for a scout test to be hidden with your packs getting there. But let's not worry about it. We're already deep into this conflict. So let's do it. All right, so this is independent, yeah. So it's against an Ob 1. Because you don't have your backpacks on, that's not a factor. But light is a factor. There is enough light for
3 of us.
3 and dim light for 1, right?
Yeah. Well,
Dim light is a factor.
but they
Linus
had some light
prefers
as well,
the dim
right?
light.
Yeah, Linus kind of prefers the dim light, and he's not doing anything this round. So I think I'm
Yeah.
almost certainly the one in the dim light.
All right. Who's holding the lantern?
I believe I am.
Okay. And a shield?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
But no weapon.
Yeah. All right.
That's how I roll.
All right. Perfect.
And I almost want to envision that the way we got down there. I know this would have been a cool narration for the scout test. Is like Basil holding the lantern behind the shield so that they don't see the light as we all
Right.
creep down the stairs and then jump out
Yes.
at them.
Yeah. What's our group's battle cry?
Unworthy meat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they meet?
Yeah.
Meat is murder.
Okay, so help traits, supplies, or other modifiers. Is my knife one thing? Count as a die here?
Not necessarily.
No, in conflicts, weapons all have very specific effects. Daggers don't give you any bonus dice. They just give you a free disarm on bows and spears.
Okay.
So.
All right, so 0 modifiers.
But we can give you help for sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I think both Bryn will certainly as you're trying to maneuver around, will fire a bolt at one to try and keep him from running off and help corral them. I'll give you a helping die with fighter.
Yeah, I'll give you a helping die. I think. I'm using it as a riot shield, like I often do.
Yeah.
And,
right?
yeah, it's just basically trying to keep them, and particularly because we're coming in against spears and a bow, right? And so trying to keep the spears off you so you can work the bow.
Yeah, I need to get all the way in there. It's pretty tricky. Okay, so 2 helping dice.
Yeah, so the suggested help for fighter is fighter.
Right.
The suggested help for hunter is survivalist. So I was trying to figure out if there's something. Sounds like Epi has an idea.
Well, no, I have a really big survivalist, so
But nobody has hunter.
That doesn't help.
Oh man, I always hate saying that I don't help, but survivalist is the closest I can get, and that's still kind of a reach because my wise is bookwise, which again in this situation
Going to be
is
very helpful. Okay,
not doing a lot for us.
We'll let Roll20 do the hard work for me. Come on.
You also have Persona and Fate if you want to.
What's the? Well, I have Persona. What's the ob?
It's a
so
versus test. Your ob is 1.
Yeah.
Or independent test, I should say. Okay.
Yes.
Whoops. Well, I should have rolled mine. Okay.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a lot of 6s. I rolled 9 dice and got 5 6s. You're lucky that was an attack.
And you're exhausted, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a factor. So you reduce your success.
But we have an order of might, so we add a success.
No.
Didn't make it.
You didn't make it. You lost your test. That only counts on ties and victories. +1 S's only count for if you tie or success.
I agree, but when do you determine whether you tie or succeed?
Well,
what's the order of operations? Before exhausted, it's a success. After exhausted, it's not. What +1 S and -1 S? Do they cancel each other out? Do you take the minuses first?
Right. I would presume you take the minuses first because technically it's a factor of the test.
Cool.
In a different way of then resolving the test and how much.
Yeah, I could see the argument being that the bonus success here, since it only comes with if you already succeeded, means that you have to have applied everything else.
You have to have applied all the factors, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see that argument.
The spirit of it is to win more, essentially, and we're questioning whether or not.
As much as I hate that.
The chat is talking about it being an independent test. Does that affect this?
No.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Because it's still against an ob 1, so technically it's against an ob 2, if you can think of it that way.
But it wouldn't be. Would the might matter if it's an independent test?
No.
For the 1 versus the
No,
obstacle.
because it's the obstacle. You still have to succeed at your test, and you failed at your test.
Okay.
I think the question is, do we even get the bonus success for order of might? Because it's not a versus roll.
Right.
Oh, no. You would get the order of might because in all conflicts, it doesn't matter if it's independent or versus. In all conflicts, you get it.
Yeah.
The problem here is that your fighter test failed against an obstacle 2. Is technically how it should work because I forgot it's independent test. So instead of reducing your success, I increased the obstacle. So I told you the wrong obstacle, and that's my bad. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's all
it's
good.
A factor, so it's 2.
It's all good, yeah.
So you were at 1 success on 2. So, but let's keep in mind here, we're not done yet.
No.
Cadence, do you have a wise? Do you have something that you can do to fix your shit?
I don't think
Is there something that you can remember or recall, or a song of some, or some kind of art that would tell you that you are going down the wrong strategic path here?
Is there an old elven elven story?
Maybe my nature descriptor hiding.
It's not your nature, my friend. It's your wises.
Yeah,
It's your wises bails you out
are
here.
Worthless. They're just about crafts and arts. Not very badly. What is around me?
Is war a craft?
I guess, but it's.
I'm done trying to help you.
I was just saying, I think Eric is trying to work pretty hard to help you justify using one of those wises.
I got 5 goblins to worry about. I don't need an elf here. I already have a family.
Yeah.
So for oh wait, sorry.
So I do have elven craftwise, and I am using like my elven crafted dagger.
Oh, wait. We are in better situation than we thought. The independent obstacle is not 1, it's 0 for maneuver.
Oh, okay.
Wait, really?
Page 71. New independent obstacle : 0.
Which means you can't ever fail an independent test?
You could get 0 successes.
Oh, well that's well then, but it's an ob
Which is
0.
what we did.
So we tied, but then.
So you technically you tied. No, that's a really good point. So you do get your order of might then.
Nice.
Never mind.
Because
Okay, so then does that mean that the disarm is going to trigger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Awesome. I did not know that.
I mean, a lot of independent tests are ob 1, right? But in this case,
Grover mentions, you're thinking of it versus an opponent rolls 0 successes, you have to still get an ob 1 to beat it. That's probably true. That's probably what I'm thinking. I'm sorry. That's right. Let's do that. So that's a success.
So it's interesting because we're not actually going to have a margin of success to spend on any of these things, but because we're using daggers, the fact that
we will, because we're at 1, down to 0 because of exhausted, but that's
and then
+1 because of order of might.
Because it was a tie, so order of might still kicks in. Yeah, so we're gonna have at least the 1 success option.
Yeah, we got and free disarm. So
I'm sure this is made for rapt viewing for all the people listening to us argue about order of operations.
But it's like we got 4 successes right there.
I think the chat deserves like a MVP persona point there for talking us through it.
Yeah. Totally. Thank you, chat. Love you. GM chat's best chat. So, okay, great. So you do have your point of maneuver to spend, so you impede, right? That's the only thing you can do without that point. Okay, but I have 5 points.
And we disarm.
Yes, right. So I think what this is going to look like is that they're going to disarm you, Cadence.
Okay.
So they're spending 3 to do that, and they're spending the last 2 to gain position on you. So they're getting a net +1 die to their roll for their attack. Instead of the +2, they're getting a +1 because of the math of the maneuvers. Maneuver math. Right, cool. So I think what does it look like that we disarm we disarm each other?
Maybe
Cadence
maybe I just have to throw my knife to like cut the blade, the
bowstring.
The bowstring, yeah.
Oh.
Like I'm like trying to get over there, and like I can't get further than the shield is, and the shield is all that's keeping me from getting stabbed. So I just throw it like right over the shield.
Yeah.
I like our technique.
Yeah, and based on our going back and forth, you probably, I feel like it's we're not sure if you hit or not. It's like the goblin's not sure. Like he pulls the string.
I totally want to see that mad shot where the goblin goes to fire the arrow and there's nothing there. There's no tension.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
Lovely.
So that's totally cool. So now we go to our attack.
Cool. So this is 1,
2, 3, 4.
They have a bunch of dice. I can use any help I can get. I am going to declare right now a grudge.
Bankruptcy.
I say, you thieving. I say, I tried to give every goblin a fair shake, but you thieving, lying heels we've tried to give you. We gave you food. We gave you an offer of camaraderie, and you spat on us and fed us to your ogre. In the name of the Stormcallers, I name you my foe, and I say that to the one that I know was one of the patrol ones as I fire a crossbow bolt at them.
Guilty.
Good.
I mean, these guys wronged us. Like, it's
That
not.
was the other thing.
I mean, what do you?
This was their big chance to get in good with the humans and the elves and everyone.
Yeah, but they can't help it. They love lying and fighting. They love it.
They may
love it.
but
It's the best.
But I'm calling a grudge against them.
For sure.
And
This is how I'm giving you my fighter helping die. While you're doing that, while you're calling out your grudge, I am using my shield to sweep as many of them away, so it's just you staring down an empty corridor at the one that you're calling the grudge on. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like trying to just clear a path for you to make your attack.
I like it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna like double up, get all my weight behind the shield as well.
I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to help with this, but I have Orator, and I'm hoping that like there's this kind of rituals speech going on here, and I'm hoping that I can like I can be his hype man, basically, like jump in with like some proper snippets of dwarven poetry, roughly translated into common, to like emphasize the ritual nature of this.
I love it. I like the idea of it, and if Linus was the one to be paying attention when Bryn talked about her family and whatnot in off times during camp, like he may remember how they swore allegiance to the king. I mean, Bryn's always grumbling about the damn king, and then he responded to them with lies, and like. It's not the same situation, but Linus may know some of like Bryn's family and her beat with liars.
Yeah.
So Johanian cites the page 72. Helpers may only help if they have the ability or skill listed for the current action, not helpers. By the way. Of course, you could also use, if they do not, they can use the I am wise or sit out.
Yeah. We've only done that. We haven't been.
No, this is
no. You
in
have to have the
reference
exact in reference to the. You have to have the exact skill to help.
Yeah.
In conflicts.
Yeah.
You can't help with what's listed for helper, but
Yeah.
so far
right.
we
haven't offended that rule.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but going forward.
But I mean, we are dancing around that with like this oath swearing, because I'm jumping in there like I have this skill in tying that way, but I don't even know exactly what the role here is going to be, so I don't know if I'm adding.
It's attack, so it's fighter, right? Like that's like I'm.
Okay, so the underlying role is still the same thing. I wasn't sure if you were going for something else there.
No,
so anyway, my I'm just flavor there. I'm not adding much.
Sean, since you have declared a grudge, your screen went blurry. By the way, your
Oh yeah, that's my camera can't handle my grudge. It's too much.
All right.
All right. Okay.
I'm rolling 9 dice.
Oh man. All right. I'm tapping a persona.
8 dice. 8 dice. I'm sorry. 8 dice.
And I'm tapping a persona to add my nature in to avenge a grudge. So I'm rolling fighter, which is 3. I'm getting 4 from nature. I'm getting 1 from Basil. Virgil, is Cadence helping as well?
Yeah, I'm just putting like bodily, making sure that you can't get attacked right now by taking any hits that anyone's trying to dish your way.
Awesome. Cool. So I'm gonna get 6 helping dice then. 4 from Persona. Oh, and crossbows get +1 success, but we'll factor that in after.
So we both succeed. You're independent, right?
Yeah.
Spears bypass armor.
Yeah. But not helmets. Which we have.
Ah, look at you, clever.
Yeah.
But unlike we have helmets, right?
I have a helmet. Bryn has a helmet.
Good old Bryn.
Yep. I had the choice of shield and weapon or helmet and weapon. And since the crossbow takes all the spots.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
really does, doesn't it?
So that was terrible.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you have 1/6 there. You can open end. You could use some. What's your wise?
It's goblin wise.
You have,
Oh,
yeah,
geez.
You
How
have the
much fate do you have to spend?
I only have 1 fate. I could use, of course, I could spend Persona and reroll all the fails.
Yep.
I have 1 Persona left. Yeah, I'm going to.
I mean, that's a lot of dice to re-roll.
Well, you technically got 4 successes right now, sitting with Order of Might and your crossbow.
Yeah, right. But
It's
I
also
would
really
like.
bad though.
I would like to waste them with my crossbow. I'm going to spend a fate to explode my 6s. First, I'm going to spend a Persona because I have 1 left, and to say of course. And my of course is like as I'm saying all this stuff, I realize like the goblins don't care. They're ignoring like my whole speech, and then I tell them of like an old war between the goblins and the dwarves where like we eradicated them, and I remind them that I come from the same lineage, and so before I wanted them to respect me, and now I want them to fear me because goblins don't respect, like clearly they don't respect it, but they might fear. So
Cool. Yeah.
so that is how many dice failed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice failed. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
I mean, you could like finish this conflict in one fell swoop here.
I might.
Open.
See. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 more successes, and 2 of those are 6. So you could open end now.
And that would give me 3 more dice if I open it now. I'm going to spend a fate, which is going to tap all of my fate and persona. It's also going to get me to level 2 once we do camp. But I'm going to roll 3d6.
You don't level up in camp.
Oh, you level up in town. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna roll 3d6 and pray for a success. And I go.
Oh, just barely.
Nice.
But you waste them.
Yeah.
So.
But,
and we do lose.
You
like
do
half
lose
our
some,
disposition, though.
we lose dispo. Yeah.
So you lose 3, right? Because you're gonna expend your helmet.
I'm gonna spend my helmet. I'll lose my helmet. Or
Doesn't require a roll. Yeah.
Right. I can't use my leather armor.
You're exhausted.
Oh,
right.
no. Yep. Nope. You're right. I'm exhausted.
So you're at 8.
I'm at 8. Yep. So they have 1. Not that it matters. The next turn they have a feint and we have an attack.
Right.
But
yeah.
Yeah. But hold on. Let me just double check. Crossbow is versus or independent or
Wait, and were we already counting in the bonus success from crossbow?
yeah.
Yes.
We had,
okay.
that was the 2 bonus successes. One was
Order of
from-
Might and Crossbow. Yeah. All right. Cool. So then, by the rules, your helmet absorbs 1, and then the rest of the 2 damage. It should be 4.
Yeah, it's
Right. So it takes you out, and now there's one that spills over. Conflict
and
Captain.
Conflict
Where's
Captain.
it go?
I'll take it.
What?
Okay.
Take all the glory.
All right. Awesome. Linus takes
one
it.
for the team.
But then, yeah, so we see, like, my name is Britain Stormcaller. You know,
Yeah.
I will avenge all of you. My father is my mother. And you just keep just doing this, like, back and, like.
I think she, like, smashes one with the front of it. Like, it's sturdy enough to bash. And I think she gets clobbered on the head, and, the helmet flies off.
Flies off right in the middle of the talk. Of course it does, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but, like, I imagine you're doing the whole, like, grudge declaring who you are speech while you're like just wasting these goblins.
Yeah, and I'm getting stabbed and like hammered as I do it. I love it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I softened them up for you. It did everything.
I want to know how Linus got hit in this.
Yeah, how did Linus? Bryn definitely was not watching.
Friendly fire?
No, I think I don't want to put Bryn in that situation.
Okay.
I think
Pretty funny, though.
no, I was totally being Bryn's hype man, and I think that they are like so fed up with the swearing of oaths and all this like dwarven poetry reciting and stuff that as their one of them just like, oh man, I don't know, chucks like a rock or something, just like shut the hell up, and like wings it at me.
I love it.
That's good.
Yeah. You could get like a spear butt to the head too.
Yeah, like a spear butt, or one of them just like gnaws my leg. Like it's something like they're obviously focusing on Bryn, but they're like, geez, this guy too, and they just like, yeah.
Nice. All right, and I'm removing my helmet.
All right, so what are they at right now?
They
1.
should be at 1.
Yeah.
They only have
A
one.
single-
Right.
They have one poor soul.
There's one of them left, and hold on.
The runt.
Wait a second. We forgot. Okay, it's fine. But we forgot the help from the men at arms and the
We
orc.
did.
Oh, yeah.
They should totally been helping us on.
Lazy.
Fighting.
It's fine. You could take it now, man.
I could
yeah.
use their help right now for this last
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they're part
all
of
we
this-
need is one success on.
2 because you're exhausted.
one. Yeah. I'm
And-
rolling 2 dice. So-
I cannot help because I'm out.
but I kind of think I might spend 3 persona to get 3 more dice.
Oh yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend 2 persona to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Save 1 for, of course.
Yeah.
If you have it, bandit wise, makes sense.
All right.
I'm so
now
jealous of
we'll-
y'all having chances to actually spend your fate.
Sorry.
Wait.
That's the only downside is you need to make sure you get an action.
Yeah.
I don't think Linus is gonna get one this combat.
No, and like any roll that I think I've only made like 1 roll, and I didn't get any 6s to open end. And my wise is of course book wise.
Book-wise,
Yeah.
Well, that's why I suggest we make a flail out of books for you.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
That might be a wise option.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so who's helping here? Do I get a die from the men at arms?
Yeah, you get one from Mario, and then you also get one
Yeah,
from our orc.
Bug roll.
Bug
One
roll.
from me, because I'm still right there beside you, making
Right, pushing the same
The least-
shield.
The least popular
I'm like
sushi type.
Yeah, I'm now basically just trying to like dance around to take up valuable stabbing time of the goblins without being stabbed if possible.
All right, so it looks like I'm up to 7 dice here to get at least 1 success. How we doing? You think we're good?
Hopefully. I mean,
I've
we're gonna
seen
see.
worse results.
All right, let's do this.
Do this thing.
What's my ob? My ob is 0, right? That's
0.
the.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
There you go.
Wow. Crush it. Poor goblins.
no 6s.
Right. So
was gonna
you're right.
explode some
I
sixes.
just double checked some stuff, and yeah, no, Grover Bomb brings up a really good point that I've been playing Mouse Guard and Torchbearer incorrectly.
Oh.
This obstacle 1 versus obstacle 0 for independent tests means you do not mark those tests for advancement
Oh.
because they're
But-
obstacle 0.
But in a conflict, at the end of the conflict, you can mark a check on anything you rolled, right?
Right.
It doesn't say anything about the ob.
I think you can take any of your rolls, successes or failures, right, and pick one of those to mark.
Exactly. So like, it doesn't matter what the ob was.
It's not one success per test per conflict.
Oh, man.
No.
I'm sorry, not per test, per skill per conflict.
No.
Okay.
You choose one thing that you rolled.
So is that burning wheel?
I may be crossing the stream again on.
I know. I might be
I'm
crossing the stream.
I'm concerned. I feel like
double checking.
You can mark a test for each skill used, and Torchbearer and Mouse Guard, it's only one test marked total.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm.
But Grover Bomb, I think, may still be right that it still doesn't count.
Grover Bomb, he says, Grover Bomb dunks on us all on page 104. An obstacle 0 test does not count towards advancement, period. That means in conflicts, you want to track versus tests for advancement, not independent.
Okay, I'm going to page 104 right now.
It's right there. It's literally, it's right there. Well played.
But to our
I know, that's such a game changer. That is that's revelatory.
Yeah.
That's not as fun. That's not as fun at all.
Makes
but I get it though, because that means you're now incentivized to not necessarily do attack. You are incentivized to think what they're doing and gun for a versus test.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, you're still only getting one check out of an entire conflict.
No.
That makes bows even better because you can force a versus test.
Well, you can force a versus if it's I mean, attacking with a bow is pretty likely to get you a versus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sorry. We're editorializing instead of playing this game. Sorry, we can talk about it after.
Also, 104 does say it's one test per ability or skill. So yeah, you can earn multiple tests. You were right, Eric. But
wait, which one test per ability or skill?
Yeah, occasionally we play. Oh wait, maybe that's not in conflict. Maybe I just read that.
No, it's conflicts and advancement. Earn one test per ability per skill.
There's one exception to the note the first test rule. If you only need one more, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. Cool. All right. Well, I just marked a fighter test that I have to unmark now.
Whoa. All right. Hey, that's fine.
So I did too, then.
Anyways, you guys, so let's talk about what this consequence is here, right?
Yep.
You don't want to give up any of your gold, do you? You capture the goblins without notice. Do you capture the goblins with notice?
Wait. Sorry. Just because we were just looking at it, on page 104, log the first test you earn. That's the one that counts for this conflict. Don't worry about noting the rest of your tests. Like, that sentence there is ambiguous from the paragraph ahead. Like, I earn one test per ability or skill.
Are we looking at different versions of the book?
Uh-oh.
I'm looking at version 22, R2.
I'm looking at 22, R2.
I am looking at whichever one I had. Did they reword that?
You know what? Let's not worry about it right now.
Yeah, we're running desperately short on time of our grind clock as well.
Yeah.
So let's just All right. So I'm asking humbly because you owe a concession that you capture the goblins, but not without notice.
Right.
I think so.
Less than half.
There's been a lot of yelling.
Just barely. I think that's fair. Is that the screaming, the Bryn going off full board, grudge, avenge.
Sounding like thunder.
Made. We were trying to keep it quiet. We did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's not what we want, but makes sense.
You captured the goblins, but then you hear other goblins down the way saying, "Well, what was that noise?" Oh, it's probably the hobgoblins or those dastardly human folk, the civilized folk. Should we get Oog? I don't know. You go check first. No, you go check first, and I'll go see and get Oog. No, you go check first. And
how similar do the hobgoblins sound to the goblins?
They sound different.
Pretty different.
Distinctly deeper voices.
Yeah.
Different cadence to their goblinoid. Cool. So your light goes out.
Good.
Sounds like goblins know that what you've done here, but it's also 10:02.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
So
I find hiding places for everyone, I think.
So you have one thing before the grind. Is there anything we want to do immediately, or do we end here at a cliffhanger?
Does anyone have an instinct that they would like to kick in, or?
I feel like this is like a good drums in the deep cliffhanger from a dramatic point of view.
Yeah, we're standing there
from the character point of view.
Yeah.
It's like on either side of us, there's freaking goblins.
Yeah.
It's pretty hectic spot. So
Right.
yeah, I mean, there's nowhere.
I'd like to put like a tiny little piece on it. Is that like, if it's possible, if one of the goblins dropped a spear, to pick up the spear and hand it to the one man-at-arm that still didn't have a weapon.
Zoran. Yeah.
Zoran.
Oh, for sure, totally. You capture these goblins.
Yeah. So yeah, like sort of like handing the spear off is like as though you're gonna need it because we hear more coming, right?
Right.
Like, and
And now we have,
that's
like,
sort of
these-
Bryn's last move.
But now you
Like
have
the
hostages.
we have the men at arms and like the dwarf and the elf and the orc and we have like this motley crew.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of this
all
whole
ragtag.
Yeah, you have this motley crew as well as a bunch of now captured goblins that you've just taken their weapons from. You disarmed them and taken them. And you hear the sounds of goblins. And yeah, then you kind of look to each other and then the theme song plays. So
Nice.
also, surprise everybody watching. Us as players, we all want to keep playing. We just haven't worked out our schedule for the next set of games. So we're not done here. This isn't going to be the last you see of the Keep on the Borderlands. So stay tuned. We're gonna figure out what we're doing with that stuff.
But it sounds like the very next one, we're just all gonna die, right? Like I think that's...
I mean, the next one will probably be the last one. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We got hostages. We've got a pretty big party here.
I'm actually really worried that goblins don't care about hostages. They're just gonna be like, oh, like goblins just die nonstop anyway.
Yeah,
go
right.
ahead and kill them. Like,
There's more, coming out of the pit every day, so we can replace those.
Yep. Well, we'll find out next time.
Yes. So we'll find out next time on the Keep on the Borderlands. Let's do experience. Right. Let's talk about experience because this is no longer the season finale or anything like that. Experience matters here. Mm-hmm. So let's make sure we do that kind of stuff. So let's review everyone's beliefs. See if we hit them. Remember, if you hit your belief, you're in fate points. If there was a dramatic moment when you're like, oh, this belief is no longer mine, or I believe something differently, then it's persona. So let's start with the top left, Cadence. Tell us what your belief was.
I had changed my belief, and then I had it again not really fit. So I don't really think I hit anything. I was gonna try to change it again. I never really thought of something good, so I kind of just had my old belief up there and wasn't working towards it.
What was your old belief?
It was that we would get out of there with stuff, and everyone else was just dumb, and that's like the problem with adventurers was they were just dumb.
You're smarter than the average adventurer.
I don't think we really did show that we were smarter than average adventurers at any point. I think we were pretty standard adventurers.
I would say we had some pretty savvy negotiations with both the humans and the hobgoblins, and we came out of both of them doing well. Like we succeeded in both of our social roles to like position ourselves.
But don't I have to do something with it? Like I have to play off of it or something?
Yeah, you have to engage in a role.
Because I didn't do.
Oh no, you don't.
No,
I didn't
it's
do
just
any
not for the belief.
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't doing any of the direct interactions other than like getting yelled at by the queen because she doesn't like elves.
Yeah, it's true. I love your snobbish cadence. I love your elf. It's perfect textbook elf for me. So I dig it. But yeah, I don't know if you did anything to qualify for your belief, my friend. Yeah. So I don't think you earned anything for it.
No, I think I was really built to try to get some good treasure. And
we're not finding that much treasure, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's not really looking for it.
We found a javelin.
Yep.
And a spear.
Good luck selling
pretty
that
good
in
treasure
town.
at this point.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah,
Sean, what about Bryn? What was Bryn's belief?
Bryn's belief is kings are thieves who mask their greed and call it providence. I'll tear down this facade from the inside. I totally played my belief. I both challenged the establishment with Jerry, but also like even though it didn't turn into an action role, I was definitely entertaining the whole notion of the hobgoblins and what their war humans would be. So I felt like that came up a good amount.
Definitely.
So taking a fate. How about you, Sage?
So mine, I'm close to almost arguing that like it's transformed enough for Persona, but I don't think I'm quite there. So my belief is if I can help everyone enough, I can find some real friends. And I think being looked at to lead the conflict, even though that we kind of blur the line there on in character out of character there. Like I think that was like a moment for Linus. Like, oh wow, like my friends actually, like maybe these people are my friends. But I think I'm gonna. I don't think that's quite like resolved or transformed yet. So I'm gonna, I think, just take a fate if everybody's okay with that.
It depends. Do the people you adventure with call you friend, or do they by your name, or do they call you shut up help dice? Tell me what to do.
No, we can't call him shut up help dice. He doesn't. In the conflicts, there's
Okay.
the outside of the conflicts. There's
even if it is in a patronizing sense of like you're a young human who doesn't know anything, Bryn definitely considers Linus a friend. They have.
We have actually definitely.
We've done a bunch of things together, and like there's been several times where one of us has helped the other, and it's been like it hasn't been give me a helping die. It's been like, hey, I need you to do this thing that you're good at, and like we've worked on gruesome, gnarly things together. And so
you know, actually, maybe I do want to argue for Persona here, and then because part of why I didn't want to argue for it is because I really like this belief. I kind of don't want to change it, but you know, especially if we're taking we don't have a schedule set yet for when we get back to this. That's probably enough time for me to come up with a better idea. So if people are fine with it, I actually might argue that like this, like Linus has kind of achieved this. Like he's kind of got real friends. At least one. I think Basil and Cadence are a little more like, but like Bryn seems to be a real friend.
As playing her, I agree. I mean,
I just imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take a Persona there and write a new belief next time.
Yeah.
Nice.
So so like at the end of the show or whatever, at the end of the game, like Bryn like congratulates you and being like, good job, friend, and then we just see inside like you're the twinkling eye of Linus, right? And we cut to like the capital city.
Oh no.
Right? And then your guys are in a fountain and we hear like the Friends theme song.
Yeah.
We hear the what?
The Friends theme song. The Friends theme song. Like, I'll be there for you.
Bryn was knocked out of that conflict. I imagine like Bryn got like physically knocked down, and like after the dust settles, like Linus goes and like helps Bryn up and like offers the hand, and there's that like extended hand, and Bryn takes it, and they're like kind of smiling at each other. So like, there's a moment of like, oh my gosh, I have a friend.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well,
Awesome.
and the fact that Linus charged through with her and like took a clubbing in the process, I love all that. That's so good.
Yeah, I think this is good.
Good stuff.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Cool. So those are our beliefs, right? Did we all talk about our beliefs?
Mine is the gods speak to the people before they speak to the priests. I've tried to play towards that.
No, you totally did with the whole like speaking to the gods of chaos. You're like, we're gonna murder you instead. Awful. And you forced me to refuse a helping die because you were like, wrecking the stakes that you were making it.
I was perfectly willing to bite that guy.
I know.
I know that's the problem, Basil.
Yeah, I think
it's almost like you need a book on morality.
some sort of code of ethics handed down from on high.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, definitely fate for you, friend. Cool.
All right.
Instincts, Virgil. What was your instinct? Did you play to it? Did you benefit from it?
Uh-oh.
Muted.
He's muted.
I got you.
There we go. Jump in if no one's taking charge. I feel like there was a lot of just group effort today, and I didn't really need to like jump in and make things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything kind of just, we all made plans and executed them. So I don't really feel like it triggered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't think you earned it.
I think it's a good one though. I like it. I'll just leave it.
Okay. I would suggest that you change it though, but it's your character.
It was really good in the first session when all of us were still like, what are we doing? But I feel like we've fallen more into a groove.
Exactly.
And we like have a better sense of what like the next steps we want to take are.
Yeah.
However, start the next session and we might be all lost. Who knows? Or next season in May. But I think we've got our feet and foot underneath us more now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree. Okay.
And instincts you do need to roll on, right?
Yeah, you have to
roll.
Yeah, they have to benefit you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, benefit.
Brins is when I see shoddy craftsmanship, I'll improve it, and I use that to repair / replace the door.
Ignore a trap. You bypass a trap with it.
Exactly.
You improved the doorway.
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
By removing this
awesome.
trap that was just in the way.
Yeah, that was super great. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was really fun. I was so glad to I didn't realize that there was that much going on. I'm really glad that we threw everything into that door because that trap wouldn't have been fun. So that was fun. What about you, Sage?
So my instinct to, if somebody asks for help, volunteer, which we used in tandem there to, I didn't roll anything directly, but I was able to help when I otherwise wouldn't have because that instinct. So I think it still probably counts.
100%.
And
sorry, remind that's fate?
Fate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And my instinct is when we make camp, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Which we did not do.
Yeah.
I need to get my off-cycle instinct down. I
really
got to work on that.
3: a town, a camp, and an adventure.
Yeah.
You're not ready to go.
Yeah, it almost makes sense to me that you should almost knowing what you it's so hard in the first session, but anything past the first session, you should really tailor your beliefs, your instincts, and your goal to the session.
Yeah.
Because nothing stops you from being able to do that.
Right. Like what you think is going to happen immediately. Yeah.
I mean, my favorite thing to do is make wrong beliefs and then be proven wrong in play.
Yeah.
Good point. I mean, it's
instead of being like, I will find the friends here in the group, it's like no one likes me. I'm worthless to these people.
Oh,
and that's why if you fail, hey, you earn. Well, then you can constantly earn checks because you make things super hard for yourself, and people help you out, and it works. Yeah. Anyways, that is it is a very sad way to play your character, being like, just beat me up, world, beat me up. But
we get plenty of that without.
Yeah, I know. You know. So, anyways, cool. Was that everyone? Then goals? We good?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't miss anybody.
Yep.
All right, yeah. The last of the player rewards before we go to group awards. Goals, right? Persona for accomplishing your goal, fate for working towards it.
Yeah. Make good use of these men-at-arms. I had it kind of at first spend these men-at-arms well.
Yeah.
But then I figured, no, we don't. I mean, they're tough guys. They might be around for a while. So
you fate point. I don't think you accomplished it, right? Because we're still in a conflict. Well, there's danger up ahead still.
We're likely to be.
They're in use, yeah.
Alternatively, did they give you help dice in the maneuver? They did. And that was kind of integral to disabling the person or disarming the person with the bow. So if that's all you wanted out of that goal, it's conceivable, but it depends on you being honest with yourself about the goal.
I think the goal is that while they're here, I can't be wasting them, and I don't want them to do us harm by the time they leave. I want it to be done and have been accomplished.
Yeah, then fate point. Cool. Okay. Bryn?
Mine is I will keep Bugrel safe from our other companions. And I think I did it. I had an important role to keep Jerry from basically sabotaging this whole thing. and that was a
You got the test, yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough manipulator roll, and we all piled on it, and I made it, and bug rolls, has been
Part of the team,
so
part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah, so I think that's established now, and I'm going to take Persona unless you feel like that's still tenuous.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, no, you win it with a roll. You said that fictional blah 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 is not enough. I'm going to secure this with the pact of dice, and you did.
Yes,
right. So I appreciate that. It works great. So yeah, whenever you want to secure something, give me the stakes for it, and let's put it to the dice.
Yeah.
Right. So that's great. Awesome.
How about Linus?
I did not achieve my goal because we are still not entirely sure where we are, but I feel like I made progress towards it, both by like trying to get that information several different ways, and we are in a slightly better situation where we at least kind of know that we're like in the world's worst living room neutral zone between
we do have an idea of one direction of the exit too, because we did catch the like whiff.
Yeah, so like I feel like I can't really justify that we achieved it, but I think it's pretty easy to say that I like worked towards and made progress towards.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so too.
Fate points. Cool. All right, and group rewards.
Basil.
Oh, Basil.
Always forgetting Basil.
Oh my god.
Virgil, Sean, FBC.
It's just 4 players. I'm so used to playing with 3 players. And
it's no problem.
Yeah.
Mine is to see at least one of these guards safely out of the dungeon. I think it's in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can get my feet out of that one.
I mean, you arm who gave them the first?
I gave the javelin to
the first weapon we encountered. You gave to the guard. So I felt like that was a working towards like keeping them safe.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
right.
That's awesome. Good job. Cool. All right, now we do group awards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So the first one is MVP, right? Most valuable person, the player who made the clutch roll in the session.
I think it has to be Brent or Basil.
Yeah. I think it's Brent because there's 2 possible roles: the doorway and the big screaming grudge roll at near the end there. I think those are the 2 big roles of the game. But I elect Bryn.
I was also going to say Basil because of the hobgoblin negotiation.
That was a big deal.
Which was a big deal.
Oh, the haggling, I forgot about that.
Your boasting was, I don't know, like this is the hard part about judging these things in Torchbearer, right? Because this game is such a game of inches, and that you said getting that one roll like sets you up for other rolls, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that initial roll was as important as this amazing success down the line.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, how do you judge that? I don't know. Right, but like I love how this game just fails forward. Like there's always this thing, and like if you succeed, you start going this one direction, and if that messes up, things spiral out of hand real fast.
Yeah, success is dangerous because it's very fragile.
Yeah. I mean, disabling or circumventing the alarm was integral to tonight's success. Debating the hobgoblins was also not debating, but demanding from them.
Yeah.
Passage. Integral.
Cool. Well,
so I don't know.
There are 5 of us, so we can settle this. we all vote. I'm going to vote for Basil.
Fighting to the death. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I lean Basil just barely, but like that's a real close thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stick to my player belief then.
Basil, you get it.
Take the points.
Yeah.
Got it. That's a persona, right? These are all personas.
Yeah, these are all persona awards. You got it.
Excellent.
Cool. All right. Next up is Workhorse, right? Workhorse, the person who helped the most in the session or got people supplies, and cannot be this person who won MVP.
I feel like it's pretty clearly Bryn.
Yeah,
Bryn was working doing a lot of actual dice rolling, and taking charge on not just talking to the orc and the taking charge on most of like moving forward through caverns and stuff.
I'm down with that.
Cool. Well,
Go
I will follow your belief, Happy. And say thank you.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Awesome. And that means we have one last one, right? Embodiment.
Yeah.
Whoa, so embodiment,
Oh, man.
person played up their character, played up either their conditions or sort of like what makes their character special. Sort of that it factor.
And this could be all but one, right?
Yes,
That's
you're
the deal.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm gonna nominate Linus because there's good pathos there. I like what's the arc of Linus's character.
I almost want to try to turn that down because I can think of reasons to give it to everybody else. But considering that, like, the big belief that I'm going with the big belief, kind of like I achieve my belief. I'm going to say that this is.
I think you should.
Sure, this will be a Linus.
There were two. I'm. This is not take away from that. I completely agree with Evie. But there are two quintessential Virgil and Cadence moments. Sorry, Cadence and Basil moments that like really stuck out for me as well. The Basil moment was when you were threatening that merchant. Like, to me, that was. I know it's like a small thing. It just I refused a helping die, but to me that was a shift in Bryn's head of like I can't trust Basil. Like he has gone. Oh, he's unstable.
Wild card.
Right, like not like he's my enemy. Just man, I thought he was reliable and great. Now he's just as fickle as these as these goblins. Who knows what he's gonna do? And you're foolhardy, and it all feeds into it. But that was like a major thing for me. And then Cadence, I love when you were equipping with the Hobgoblin Queen, and she was like, "Shut up, elf," and you're like, "But actually, I'm going to equip it you anyway. I don't care." Good.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that one up too because it's specifically a difficult thing for me as a role player to do is to role play with a character with an NPC that is that arch against you or whatever. I thought that was.
I think that was perfect for that my character. I would not just sit there and be like, "Well, this is the queen. I have to,"
Yeah. No, you're
insert
totally
myself.
like. Yep.
Yeah. So I definitely nominate Cadence for sure for this. There's so many. So Cadence and Basil.
I think it's Cadence, Basil, and Linus.
Yeah, I can go for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Awesome. Then that is it. Mark all. Those are all Persona.
Yep.
So that's super nice. All right then. So then that concludes episode 4 of the Keep on the Borderlands. That was awesome. And like I said, so this was practically this is the season finale of season 1, but we all like each other so much and having such a good time that we can't stop for 4 sessions, which is super nice. I don't want this to stop, so we're going to work on figuring out a schedule, and you can follow me on Twitter to hear when we're doing that. And we'll give those announcements out when we figure that out. So let's throw it over to Virgil.
Yeah, thanks so
Outros.
much everyone for hanging out and watching, and for everyone for playing as well. This is a pretty great game. It is pretty nice just digging into these dirty details of dungeoneering and really getting gritty. If people want to check out my music, you should go to my Fanburst page, fanburst.com/Zircon5. If you want to try to catch other shows that I'm role playing in, twitch.tv/Zircon5. And Mastodon Social, Zircon5, I guess I should say as well. I think I got Zircon5 on there. I'm super happy. That's like another really good reason to get off Twitter, because some guy got Zircon5 and then tweeted twice in like 2011. That's my fucking handle. So yeah, Mastodon, baby, I guess is the thing. Are you on there too, Sean? Now, right?
Yeah, I just signed up. I'm over on Dice Camp. I'm like clicking follow on people right now.
Yeah, I'll go follow you.
as I'm finding them. Yeah, no, I just joined as well. I'm at Sean Nittner everywhere. And including dice.camp and the Mastodon on dice.camp and Twitter and all those other places. Thank you so much for bringing us in this game, Eric. I hadn't played Torchbearer in a long time. I'd only GM'd it, and I love playing this game, so it was really fun. And you guys are awesome to game with. And like, I feel like every session we've had like some achievement that seems so minuscule in any other game. So rewarding this game. This game was
everything.
We got through the door. You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's. I know that's what I love about it too. It reminds me of my love for Dwarf Fortress, and that like these minor victories are like major milestones, and it just feels so rewarding.
Yeah.
It's exactly cheering about breaking through a door. All right,
describing how you do it and all the details.
Choosing to not spend Persona on a life and death fight, but instead choosing it to make a meal for a group. You know, just like that's where this game lives. It's amazing. It's a great space.
So I've had such a blast playing with all you guys, and I'm excited to figure out some time when we can do it again in the future. Hey, Effie, how about you?
I had a blast too. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Eric, for running this and inviting me onto Twitch, as the kids call it. You can find me. I forgot what I was doing there. I'm on the East Coast, so it's later for me. That's why I'm all dizzy. You can find me at worldswithoutmaster.com and dig1000holes.com or Epidiah on the social medias. That's where I am everywhere. Specifically on dice.camp, because that's how we do now as of 24 hours ago. That's the hot new thing. How about you, Sage?
I want to repeat what everybody's already said, and like, thank you so much for bringing us together to do this. This has been really awesome, and I really hope that we can find a good time and keep this going for a while longer, because this is my first time doing Twitch streaming, except I think one time with a random video game to see what it was like. So it's really exciting to me to play games and like see how this works, and to get to play with folks that I don't necessarily get to see all that often, or new folks like Virgil. Like, thank you so much, Eric, for putting this together, and thanks, folks, for keeping us honest in the rules and for following along. It's been a ton of fun.
Oh,
I really like this. I guess you can find me on Twitter or Mastodon. Dice.camp is a thing that I set up, and if you sign up there, you'll follow me by default. So I'm not even going to bother telling you my name. Twitter, old Fortran. It is in the little overlays that Eric has, so you've probably seen it many times at this point. And then I have a podcast, Another Question, those are the things that I'm actually managing to keep up with at this point. How about you, Eric?
Just to echo everything, thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. I love it when I can ask a bunch of people who I admire and who are really good players to come together, and then somehow our individual goodness turns into this gestalt of even better goodness, which is never guaranteed. And so having a group with good chemistry is something that's always special and endearing, and we definitely have it, and that's very nice. And it's humbling when that happens, I think, because it's something that's completely out of everyone's control and just kind of happens. Or maybe it's also in everyone's control and it happens. I don't know, but it's something special. And I really enjoy that. Also, I love GMing Torchbearer, and so I know so many people want to see more Torchbearer, or even I know want to play Torchbearer. So at least they can maybe play it vicariously through us in the time being. So thank you, chat, for this help today and previous sessions. Thank you, players, for this. And one more time, this is not the end. We're gonna come back with more episodes.
Nice.
So this is great. I know I'm not going to have any other streams because I'm getting on a plane and going to Philadelphia for PAX Unplugged.
Woot.
So I'll be back next week for more game goodness. And then it's also Thanksgiving week. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. But anyways, yeah.
Just jumps
that's-
up on you.
Yeah. So anyway, so I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna make sure this VOD reaches YouTube before I leave, so that everyone on YouTube can watch this stuff. So you can watch my episode of Troll Babe from Once Upon a Game. That's up now, as well as episode 4 for Keep on the Borderlands, to keep you guys occupied in the time being. So anyways, that's it for everybody from here. We're signing off. Take care. We're gonna go talk. I'm gonna send you over to my player friend Bubbernot. So take care and tell him hello. So we're out of here.
All right. Night all.
Night.
All right.